So what do you do when it's raining outside? You make a vlog. Here's Shop Vlog 3 coming up. We're going to call this Shop Vlog 3. Go over a couple little things that are coming up. Every time you go to arrange to do something, something else seems to happen. For example, the big yellow compressor behind me, I still want to build a shed for it. And once treated lumber becomes available again, COVID-19 created a shortage of it, so until that's available again, that's kind of on hold. Plus there's a bunch of other things that have happened. A week ago Saturday night, and this is July 21st, so a week ago last Saturday night, we had a storm come through, and you possibly may have seen my video on testing the canvas on our pontoon boat. We weren't here, we were up the campground. So I was outside shooting video in severe storms. That's what us Illinois people do. We weren't really aware of exactly what was happening back at home, which is obviously where I am now, to the shop or the house or the outbuildings or greenhouses or anything. When we got home, we had quite the mess. We had a tree down, we had branches laying all over the place, we had things blown off the outside benches. What I didn't really notice right away was roof damage. And there's a lot of it, both on the shop here and on the house. And now we're working with insurance adjusters who are just running their tails off because we had 80 mile an hour straight line winds that were clocked at the airport, which is only 2 miles from here. So I know we had a lot of that. And it tore up the roof of the shop enough here that it leaked into, and I'll show you here shortly, it leaked into my studio where I shoot my videos from one of my other YouTube channels. And it messed up the ceiling pretty good, and it tore some cap shingles off the house, and it lifted a lot of shingles, and we have a lot of hail damage. So fortunately the roof on the house isn't leaking, but the roof on the shed here is, and it was raining today, and I had to go upstairs and from the shop here and put buckets up there. Above the shop is a 2-bedroom apartment. And when we originally moved to this place, it was a little 20 by 30 house on the lot that leaned 8 inches to the east. And yeah, that's a story for another video. We straightened the house up and fixed it up enough to live in. Lived in it for a year. Then I built this building that I'm in right now, which is where the shop is and where we do all of our e-commerce shipping from. And it has a gambrel roof. So upstairs we put in a kitchen, a bathroom, and 2 bedrooms. And we lived up there for a year while we were building the house. And well, the mother-in-law lived up there for a while after the father-in-law passed away. But otherwise it's just used mainly for storage, and as I mentioned, I have my studio up there. We've got a lot of damage up there that's going to need to be repaired. Whether I do it or let our contractor do it, I absolutely detest doing sheetrock finishing, especially when it's on a ceiling. So I may farm that out. As far as the roof, yeah, if I was 20 or 30 years younger, I'd re-roof these places, but I'm not. And the house itself, I know there's 27 square on it. I don't remember how many square are on the roof of this shop here, but it's a gambrel roof, which means the outside edges have a 12 floor pitch, and the very top's a 412. 412 I don't have a problem with. That 12 floor, no, you're not going to walk that. It's going to have to be done off of a lift or scaffold or roof jacks or just stuff that I'm too old for. So projects there got put on hold, and the other thing we have damage to is I have a 10 by 16 shed out back that I keep a lot of things in, and I've got a little workshop back there for when I'm working on things with the nursery and the greenhouse. And that roof is, yeah, I don't think it's leaking yet, but it really tore the shingles up. So the insurance adjuster was here this morning. No more got up on the roof, and it started to rain. So while he had to scramble to leave, I had to scramble and put buckets back up here in the loft. Another project I got coming up I wanted to do is something I call the shop cave. There's stairs going up to the loft upstairs, and underneath there is a catch-all. All kinds of crap gets thrown in there. and it's off on the side of the building here where I get to have my toys, and I'm going to try to make a better use of that, so that'll be a upcoming video as well. Plus, I was at an auction and accidentally bought a very old cement mixer, and that's going to be a very interesting story too that I'll be doing a video on here shortly. And things have slowed down a little bit with the nursery and the greenhouse now that it's the dog days of summer, as they call it here in the Midwest. So hopefully I'll get some more videos coming up. Okay, I'm going to grab the camera, I'll take you up and show you a little bit of the damage we have. Okay, up here upstairs in the loft, and this was actually originally the living room, and no, that's not a real fireplace, it's a fake one. This is where I have my studio for my other YouTube channel, where I talk about things that 99% of you would have no idea what I was talking about. Things in the background are high voltage relays and switchgear meters, and that's not something that most people know about. So what happened here? Well, there's my regulation Menards bucket and hallway going down to the bedrooms, and as I get up to the ceiling, we've got this mess. And it didn't just leak right there. It went, hopefully this will focus, all the way down there to the other end, right by where the stairway is. Fortunately, we didn't have any damage in the kitchen, but yeah, it's a mess. But no, that's not all. Get back around here, and as you can see here, it started to buckle the tape down there. We had quite a bit of water up here. And then what we'll call the bathroom. Okay, well, how do you fix a hole? When the sheetrock collapses, you put duct tape on it. So we had that down in that corner, and over here across, and up and across, and it dropped all the tape off. This is above the shower area. So, yeah, and it's all on the ceiling, and I don't want to do that ceiling work. Okay, and this here is a cave I was talking about. When I said it was a catch-all for anything and everything, we got all kinds of crap thrown back in there, and yeah, I know there's supposed to be 5/8 sheetrock on the bottom of them stairs. I was always meaning to do that, just never kind of got around to it. So there's yeah, I got some cords hanging in there and wire, and yeah, it's just a mess. So that's going to be one of my projects. May end up being a wintertime project when I redo my lower workbench, but that's something we're going to be working on. And it'll be in an upcoming video. I'll cover the whole thing. Even the sheetrock taping, which I hate to do. So, that's what's up and coming. A little bit of a view of the damage we had. Got to work on getting that fixed first, especially on the house, because that's, yeah, that's a major expense up there if we end up with a leak inside there, because the house is not sheetrock. When I built it, I had it plastered. So that any kind of repairs up there would be extremely costly and extremely messy. So anyway, this is kind of the end of Shop Vlog 3. If there's something you'd like to see or some kind of project you'd like to see, leave something down in the comments, and I always read them. And if you need to reply to it, I always reply to them. And we're always looking for subscribers. If you'd like to subscribe, you hit that subscribe button, and there's a little bell right next to it. If you hit that bell and click on that, you'll be notified when we post another video. Otherwise, until the next video, thanks for watching. I'm having a few cold ones.